Welcome to One of My News, episode 12 on its very own exclusive feed. Whoop whoop. We are going to be covering Kingdom Hearts 3 going gold, Valve discontinuing the Steam Link, and a bunch of other awesome news. Enjoy the show.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to One Up My News, episode 12. My name is Ryan, alongside my co-host, as always, Jordan Sims. What is going on? Did you have a good Thanksgiving, my friend?
I did. It was just like last year. I worked because for some reason people like to come eat fancy Thanksgiving food.
They should cook it themselves then.
I know they should, but whatever. It's the time of giving, time of being nice to people.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I got to bring home a bunch of Thanksgiving food, which is nice, helps me save money on groceries, and fuel my inner rage to flame the internet trolls and to play video games. So, it's been a pretty good week. Did some Black Friday shopping, got some stuff on sale.
Oh, yeah. Me too, man.
Yeah, it was pretty
Did
good.
you get anything you want to share?
Yeah, so I got God of War, got The Last of Us Remastered. I'm excited to announce that.
Nice.
And I got Horizon Zero Dawn is on the way because they said it was. Anyway, long story.
It's sold out.
Yep. They were just like, yeah, we can get that for you. And they're like, actually, we know we tried taking your money, but we don't want your money. It's sold out. And then I got something else that I didn't expect to get. It was just like one of those sure, why not? Starlink Battle for Atlas for the Nintendo Switch, which is actually I played probably half an hour of it last night. It's really cool. So.
You got it for the Switch?
I did, yeah, because it comes with the
Star Fox thing?
Yeah, Star Fox combo, and it looks pretty cool. So
Nice. Yeah, I also got some games. I got God of War for the PlayStation 4. Super excited to be playing that. That will probably be my next game. I just beat Red Dead finally. So we will finally be bringing y'all the Red Dead Redemption 2 podcast that you so desperately deserve. I also got Assassin's Creed, the first Assassin's Creed I've bought in about 10 years.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
You're in for a treat. That game is phenomenal.
Got the Horizon Zero Dawn Game of the Year edition thing like Jordan did. I also got South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
That one made me laugh so much.
And Resident Evil 7. So I'm so excited. So excited. If y'all got any good deals on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, let us know through Twitter or the comments or whatever. And I just hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. I know it can be a rough time of year for some people, but I think I really do enjoy it.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving, though? You talked about what you bought, but did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I had some delicious food, some delicious gravy-covered carbohydrates and proteins.
I'm going to have some after we record this podcast. Cause
I might have some. I have some leftover for lunch.
Yum.
I don't think I had as much as you, though, because I think you had an entire restaurant's worth of food left over.
Yeah. Everybody pretty much took home multiple weeks worth of food. It was insane.
It's good that they kind of let y'all know, here. And you also made a good bit of money. I'm sure you did, because they better be giving y'all some good money for working on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they do. So that's nice. And, when they make, this is just an example. If you'd ever worked in a restaurant, when they cook so we did almost 500 people that day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we did 500 people.
Go home.
Yeah.
Don't be bothering people.
This wasn't on top of all the people that we allowed to take to go Thanksgiving. So we did that the day before. Mm-hmm. So when they make food for this many people, they did 100 pounds of collard greens. They did 200 turkeys. So
that's so much.
It was insane.
I can't even imagine being a chef or a cook.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they've been working on prepping for Thanksgiving for probably a month of doing little things here and there. So there was definitely a lot of food left over, and they were kind of we can't store this food. There's not enough room for us to store this leftover food and the food we use for normal service. Take it home, or we're throwing it away. And you know me, I love free food, so it's heck yeah.
It's crazy not to.
I'm I will definitely take this home. So who was very thankful. It makes it worth it too, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving.
Likewise.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the news. First thing we got on the docket is we got a couple games. Nothing really, I guess it's Thanksgiving week and there's not a whole lot of releases. There's more focus on the deals, I guess, than the releases. We do have a couple for you, though. The first one I have on here is Beat Saber. It's going out for the PlayStation VR. It's getting great reviews. So if you have a PSVR, maybe you could pick one up. There's some good deals on them for Cyber Monday.
Beat Saber looks really fun.
It's got great reviews, like I said.
It looks like a blast to play.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars kind of looking. Like, check out some videos if y'all are interested in it. If you have a PlayStation VR, I would recommend it. And then the only other game I have on here is the Spider-Man Turf War DLC, which is also getting good reviews. Are you gonna pick this up, Jordan?
I might. Honestly, might not do it till next year, just because, you know, why not? Because it's gonna be there.
To play.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff I need to play. A lot of stuff I want to play / feel obligated to play, so I can voice an opinion on it on the podcast.
Game of the year discussion.
We do. I gotta squeeze in 2 more games before the end of the year, plus whatever else comes out.
I don't know how you're gonna be. Well, I mean, I guess you're already partway through Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
The only game I think I have to play, or that I really feel like I have to play before the end of the year, is God of War.
I agree. Because what is it? Come January, Kingdom Hearts. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Speaking of games I want to play. If you want to go ahead and move on to the news here.
Sure, of course.
Kingdom Hearts has gone gold.
Yes.
The official Kingdom Hearts account tweeted it out. It says, "I'm proud to unveil an extended version of the trailer that has been playing in North American cinemas. And guess what? We wrapped up development of Kingdom Hearts 3. If you haven't had the chance, now would be a good time to celebrate by playing 1.5 and 2.5 and 2.8 next month," says Nomura. So, well, as I try to click off that, it seems that Kingdom Hearts 3 has wrapped up development, and it seems to indicate that everything is moving smoothly, I would say. And the game should come out on January 25th, which is my birthday, as planned.
I'm not
all
gonna
the
lie.
haters.
Yep.
You know what? It's not out until it's out.
That's right. It's not out until it's out. But if I would have seen this trailer in a cinema, I would have lost my brains. I would have screamed and been like, "Oh my!" Because I know it. You know, it would have been epic to watch it on a screen that big.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know it was going to be on. In cinemas.
I didn't either until I read this tweet, and I'm like, why didn't it come to my cinema?
Right.
I guess because I'm in the area I'm in. I don't know.
Probably some superhero movie or Harry Potter or something,
or Disney or Pixar. Who knows? Oh
yeah.
Oh, I just figured it out. I bet the preview plays because Wreck-It Ralph 2 is out now. I bet it played during that because Wreck-It Ralph 2 is in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. I bet it did. That makes sense. So get hyped for that if you're a member of the Kingdom Hearts 3 community. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. I need to beat Kingdom Hearts 2, play Kingdom Hearts 2 again before it comes out, but I don't know if I have time.
Just watch the cutscenes. You'll get the gist of it.
Moving on, we got some Valve news. Valve is discontinuing their PC streaming device, the Steam Link. It originally came out in 2015, and once they are sold, they're done. The company will continue to support the box and the similar app. It's on sale now for $2.50 unless it's sold out.
It is sold out.
I'm getting this from The Verge.
It is currently sold out because I checked before we did this recording because I was going to buy one because $2.50. I told Ryan about it, and you got one, right?
Yeah, I bought one.
Okay, nice. And I was thinking, I should have bought it, but I don't know why I didn't. Just because I was like, I don't need this. Like, my PC is right there, and so
I don't know where I'll put this, but I just bought a new PC. Super excited about that. It actually runs games. Thank you. I can actually play Black Ops on it.
I'm excited for you. It is. Oh, I love when people get a new PC because I just know how it feels. After being on a toaster forever.
Yeah.
Or an easy bake oven, whatever you want to call it. It's just finally.
Yeah, I figured I'm gonna get a new PC. I myself saying, I think it was $11 after tax and shipping and everything.
Wasn't that bad.
So I figured I could maybe set this up in the living room, and if I want to play some excuse me, a Hat in Time or something on my television instead of having to sit down onto my at my desk. I could play it like that.
That would be nice.
So rest in peace. But it seems that they are going to support this for the foreseeable future, at least, because they have an Android app that can, from what I understand, do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I kind of thought it would be interesting just to have it, just the box. I don't have to mess with it on my phone.
Exactly, and it'll look good too.
Yeah, I think it looks kind of interesting.
If you ever decide to present it, like as a
I may have it in my living room. Honestly, I'm not sure.
It's your living room. You can do whatever you want with it, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I already have my Google Chrome in there. I'm not sure, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I might just put it in my bedroom. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'll let y'all know how I use it.
Exactly.
Moving on, we got some news from Polygon here. It said it seems that the announcement earlier in the month about Ubisoft censoring Rainbow Six Siege because of the Chinese laws has been reversed. Fans reacted negatively, and the decision has been reversed. Fans pointed out that games like CSGO and Dota had builds specifically for China because China has weird rules about like violence and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, they do.
And they said that the Ubisoft should do the same thing.
And they have. They said quote, "We want to ensure that the experience for all of our players remains as true to the original artistic intent as possible," end quote, which is awesome. It's really good for them to be able to change things based on the regulations in different parts of the world. And I know the Chinese community is probably pretty happy with this because they enjoy playing games just like everybody else.
Well, no, China's it's changing for China.
I know, that's what I mean. Like,
okay,
I'm glad that I'm glad it's not like completely outbanned. They're like they can still play this game.
Yeah, that's always good. Definitely. Polygon said that basically just fans were like, "Why are you doing this?" So they changed it. It's nice to know that Ubisoft is listening to the fans. I know they have a reputation for being one of the big bad companies, but it seems as of late they have been doing better. Although it seems like they've had to do bad and then be told by fans to stop.
Maybe this will teach them, and they'll go on a short streak of just doing good things before doing bad things.
Yeah,
people complain.
Actually, make it to where the fans don't have to call you out first. Just don't do dumb stuff, and you won't be called out for it.
Exactly. So
are you gonna? I don't know. I still kind of want to play this game, and I've played it a lot compared to, if it was a single player game, I would have beaten it already. But
yeah,
I put like 30, 40 hours into it, which sounds like a lot if you don't play multiplayer games, but that's not very much. I've probably put 1,000 hours in Overwatch.
Yeah, I would play this, but I've tried installing it again, like probably 3 or 4 times, and every time there is no sound.
That's so weird. And you
it is.
They're like custom.
I've emailed them probably 4 or 5 times, and they pretty much are just like, we don't know. Like,
they should give you another copy of the game or something. I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know. So I might try if I ever buy another computer. Who knows? And it's not. I know it's not their fault. It's literally just probably something weird. And I checked. I've done YouTube searches and Reddit deep dives and different stuff into settings and change different settings and even look at silly things like, did I accidentally mute the game in the volume control window? But it's just really weird. So
it is weird. Like the fact that I don't know this next website. That was a really bad. Oh my, that was a really bad segue. I was gonna say I don't know the website that this next story comes from. I've never heard of them. It comes from smalljoys.tv. Mm-hmm. Universal Studios confirms construction for Nintendo Land has begun. It will be similar to the Harry Potter section of the parks in Universal Studios, and it will be it's planned to be built in Universal Studios Hollywood, Japan, and Orlando.
So someone tweeted this out, and I don't remember who. I just saw it and knew I had to throw it in here because I remember them talking about this earlier, and I was just like, oh, sure, whatever, they're going to do it, and, whenever. But now that it seems like they're actually building it, that's pretty cool. And they have a mock-up image, and, you got, Animal Crossing and Yoshi's Island and Luigi's Mansion, Wario Gold World, the Mushroom Kingdom in the middle, obviously, with, Super Mario Galaxy around it, Donkey Kong Country and Pokemon Kanto region, Hyrule, and, all these different places, Metroid, and it looks like the mock-up image that someone obviously made. You know, it's like Nintendo Land. It looks pretty awesome.
It does. It looks really cool. I don't know who made this, but they did a good job hyping it up.
Exactly. And there's a little picture from Ryan the Theme Park on Twitter. Give you a little shout out. It's a picture of the construction. So what it looks like, obviously there's going to be way more space than what's in this little picture.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of space.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. But this looks like the currently Super Mario World is taking shape at Hollywood and Japan. Those are those theme parks of Universal in those respective areas.
Yeah, and then later Orlando will also be getting its own section of the theme park. It seems the only ride that we know that has been confirmed is a Mario Kart ride, which may be why they shut down that Mario Kart fan thing earlier this year. According to an expert Dan Klein, he explains during an industry-focused podcast for Motley Fool, a financial service company, that these theme parks can only add to Nintendo's already high stock.
And I definitely know that obviously, yes, I like Disney, but I don't ever, I like Epcot more than I like Disney, if I'm just being honest. But I'd totally go to this. I would buy, whatever the yearly pass is to go to this regularly, if I could. Because this sounds awesome. This is, it looks really cool.
Yeah,
and especially, it definitely feels like, obviously, like Disney, you can't see everything in one day because there's so many hours in the day, and you'll get fatigued after a while. Just because it's there's just so much to do. And this looks awesome. It kind of makes me think of Blizzard World in Overwatch. How if Blizzard had a ton of money, they could do something like this, and how Blizzard World shouldn't be a map in the game. But we can do a whole episode on that later. Exactly.
Yeah, between this and there's a movie coming out and Switch, there's a Mario movie that is in the works, and what was it? And the Switch. Nintendo has been very successful as of late.
This is just proving that Nintendo can do literally whatever they want. No one's gonna be mad at Nintendo.
Yeah. They'll be mad, but they'll still
support them. It's we don't want this, but whatever, we'll buy it. So it's it's kind of just proves that Nintendo knows exactly what they're doing, and they know how to make money. Nintendo's never worried about making money.
No, they're not. So. No, they're not. It seems that this, as far as I can tell, that this is planned to be done in 2020. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited about that. I was trying to find out an exact size of how big it's going to be, but all I can tell is it just says it's going to be big.
Yeah, I'd say it's going to be probably the same size as a Universal or No
way. There's no way. It's going to be inside Universal.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, man, Nintendo's chucking a lot of money, man. Just building their own. Okay. I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah,
but that makes a lot
Hollywood,
more sense.
Universal Japan, and Universal Orlando. Yeah, it's going to be. Oh my, yeah. It's not it's the same size as Disney World or Universal Studios.
That makes more.
I was like,
okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. Because in my head, I was like, man, Nintendo's just chucking a lot of money into these 3 constructions.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess I need to go buy a couple more Switch games or something to help fund this.
Yeah. It's not that big a deal, but it is cool. This next.
Go ahead.
Did I interrupt you?
Yes. No, I was gonna say. Speaking of big news, this was big news to me, and it surprised me that the headset legend Astro is making a gaming controller that's $200. So the controller prices go even higher with Astro releasing this controller, which is going to be for PC and PS4. It's going to be mappable and moddable, and it will ship sometime next year.
Yeah, The Verge reported this. There is no Xbox controller planned, though. So
no.
If you're one of them Xbox players, I guess you can just stick to your Microsoft One Elites, which is a good controller.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's also $50 cheaper.
That's true. I will say, I love the design of this controller. Man, it looks good. I really like it.
It is cool. I'm not going to get it because I'm not spending $200 on a controller. But it is cool.
Oh, well, yeah, if it doesn't, yeah, it looks cool, but I agree with you. I probably won't buy it. Maybe if it goes, if it goes down to like $150, $100, maybe.
I mean, this is, from what I can tell, this is like a pro style controller.
Exactly.
It's meant for professional play.
And I'm not there yet. I'm not a pro gamer yet, but maybe one day.
Yep, it says here that the analog sticks and D-pads are totally modular, so you can swap them out whenever you want and switch from a PS4 style symmetrical stick setup to an Xbox-like offset controller configuration. Like the Xbox One Elite, you'll also be getting a pair of extra remappable rear buttons around back, switches you can flick yourselves like hair triggers. Flick to give yourself hair triggers, concave and convex stick caps, and swap in extra long sticks for precision aiming. Like the DualShock 4, you will get your touchpad, and you can still plug in a wired 3.5mm headset into the controller for wireless audio. But because Astro is using a proprietary 2.4 GHz USB dongle to connect the system, you may not have to worry that you may not have to worry about that sound eating into your bandwidth quite the same that it can with Bluetooth controllers like Sony's DualShock. So it sounds like it may even like run a little better.
Exactly. So also it uses micro USB, and it'll have the controller's name is the C40TR, and it'll have up to 12 hours of battery life, and like we said before, it will ship in March 2019. So it's literally right around the corner, and like crisp.
Well, I mean, that's further away than you think. That's
true.
Several months away.
It just seems like I guess for me that it just kind of exactly it just kind of like boom, here it is. It's like, oh, cool, thanks, awesome.
Yeah, going from the absolute absurd, in some people's opinion, price things, down to something that is a little cheaper. Polygon reports that Eevee is getting a Pokemon Tamagotchi. You can evolve it into all the evolutions, from what I can tell. Depending on how you treat it, it will evolve into different ones. It's going to cost around $20, so from $200 down to $20. It's a little bit of a difference, and it's going to come out January 26th next year in Japan, although no other countries are mentioned in the article. What do you think about this?
I'm going to get one.
You're going to buy it from Japan?
Yep. I love Tamagotchi, even though all of them have died, and
they're all in Tamagotchi heaven.
Yep. Because this just makes me feel like, because I used to have like all the Digivices, because I'm a huge Digimon fan.
Yeah.
And I'd like have it on my little belt clip and be like running around, because it was a pedometer as well.
Yeah.
And it would be like, you hatched an egg, or you have a boss battle. And I remember I was at school one time, my teacher's like, what's that noise? And I was like, hang on, this is a metal Greymon, and I gotta take care of this real quick. And she's like, what? She's like, give me that. And I'm like, and it only had 2 buttons, so you're like hitting, you're like battling, and she's like, give me that. And I'm like, no, like, I have to beat this metal Greymon so my Digimon can evolve. Like, you're not taking this.
I remember when somebody first told me to just shake it, and like my entire world was like blown. Like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier. I wasn't getting anything done, and then my entire life was filled with.
But I saw this and I'm like, this is not only so adorable, like it's super smart from Pokemon's standpoint, because everybody knows what Tamagotchi is, and everyone knows what Pokemon is, and most people think Eevee is adorable, so it's awesome. I think I've owned one Tamagotchi, and then I've downloaded like a couple of apps, and I think I've downloaded the most latest Tamagotchi app, but it was kind of just like, I don't want to open up an app to feed something. So with this, I can just, like have it in my bag and pull it out and do stuff.
I never had a Tamagotchi. I had like 4 or 5 different Digivices, and over the years, but I never had a Tamagotchi. I looked up Digivices on eBay several years ago. They were like $200.
Yeah, they're expensive now. I look at them probably 2 or 3 times a month. I just look at them because I want to buy them again and use them and play them.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, no, I can't. And there's like this 15th anniversary one they did that looks really awesome. But I'm excited for this Tamagotchi. I'm going to buy it. Yeah, I need it. I need it in my life. There's two different versions of it. Yeah, I do.
There's two different versions? I didn't see that.
So there's if you go to the Japanese Tamagotchi website, which was linked in the article. So there's one that's just like a brown, and it has Eevee X Tamagotchi on it, and it has like just Eevee peeking up on the screen. And then if you look, there's another one that's pink, and it has like a Pokeball, and then it has like all the evolutions around it. So like just Eevee, and it has Eevee transforming into all the different evolutions. So it has like Eevee, and then it has like a snowflake, and then Glaceon, and then like cool. And then like a sun, and then it goes into Espeon. It kind of just goes around the circle, the shape of the device of the Tamagotchi, and then it just says Eevee, but Eevee is spelled EIEVUI, and then it has X Tamagotchi on the top, like, it's a collab. So it looks pretty cool. And then it kind of explains like how like it starts, but it's in Japanese, and I haven't translated the page, but it's pretty much just like you get an egg, and then the egg turns into Eevee, and then based on what you do, it can turn into Glaceon, Jolteon, etc. The list goes on.
I wonder what that means. What you like can you give it like a stone evolve, or? I
don't think it's stone. I think it's just having to do with
like how you feed it and stuff.
Yeah, how you feed it, how you take care of it, and everything like that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna get it, but I mean, it's cool. I know there's a lot of Eevee fans out there.
Yeah, if anything, I can definitely see people buying it to just put it on a stand somewhere and not actually use it and be like, I have both versions.
Yeah, so. Like keep it in the box and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the two names of the devices, or the colors or designs, whatever you want to call them, is I Love You Eevee being the brown one, and Colorful Friends being the second design. So check this out if you want to Eevee Tamagotchi.
Moving on to more Pokemon news. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee have sold 3 million copies, U.S. Game reports. The Pokemon company tweeted that this is the most first week sales of any Switch game. This combined with the success of Pokemon Go shows that Pokemon is still a force in the industry. So that's right, Mom. Pokemon is still a thing. You don't have to keep asking me. Yes, it's still a thing.
That sounds like you're coming from a dark place, man. It's okay. I have to tell people that too.
Yeah.
Like you're like.
I swear, I used to. It doesn't happen as much, but I used to be like, "Is Pokemon still a thing?" Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess, Mom.
I was listening to this podcast the other day, and they said, "Is Pokemon a card game?" And they're like, "I don't know," and they had to Google it, and I was like, "Man."
Then you stopped. You stopped listening to it.
I did. I unsubscribed. I canceled the order of the T-shirts that I bought. Like, I don't respect these people. And no, I just thought it was funny that some people don't know that Pokemon is a card game, a video game.
It's an empire.
It's literally everything. You can get Monopoly Pokemon, for Pete's sake. I mean, it's there. So it's awesome. I thought they were gonna say they sold 3 million copies in like the first hour or something crazy like that. But
gosh.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like breaking, some kind of crazy record.
I mean, this is it's not a core Pokemon game, and in my mind, that says to me that this really, really bodes well for the next. What generation is it going to be? Like 9, 8 or 9?
Yeah, 9.
So I'm super excited about that, and this kind of shows that a lot of people, probably even more than this, are going to buy it when it comes out next year. It's going to be like a core RPG, Pokemon RPG. I'm so interested to see what that will be about. How they're going to integrate new and old mechanics together and come up with new stuff, hopefully. To kind of, we've talked about this many of times on the show, do kind of what Breath of the Wild did in some way to Pokemon. Because I love Pokemon, and I'm going to buy it.
It needs something.
But it needs to be refreshed in some way. And these sales figures show that Pokemon is still, like, it's a household name. It really is. It's a household name. And it will sell. This is selling. That's crazy good. It says, US Gamer calls it Snorlax size 3 million copies. So this shows that there's still heavy interest in the game. Pokemon Go shows there's still heavy interest in the game.
I know one of my friends actually bought 2 copies of it just because he was he had one copy, and then he didn't bring his Switch with him, and he wanted to play it. This is a big. I'll tell you the big part of the story before I get to the end of the story. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee does not support cloud save. Just so y'all know.
Yeah, I think
it does not support cloud save. I'm sure they've said that, but just anybody that was curious. So my friend now has 2 copies of the game, and he cannot transfer the success that he's had from one game to the one that is at his house. So he's trying to figure out which version he wants to play, because he has both. So and another one of my friends played it, and he's like, it kind of just feels like a baby game after a while. And I'm like,
I think it is. It's kind of baby's first Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm like, well, yeah, it's not a traditional Pokemon game, and also it's not Generation 9. So obviously, they worked really hard on it, but it's not going to be, super grindy, EV training, let's go be competitive kind of a thing. But I think they did a lot of things right with this game. So, and it looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty, definitely.
So Valve is making a card game that comes out this week, which is pretty cool. The base game is $20, which gets you 2 40-card starter decks. And it also gets you a 10 card, oh my gosh, 10 packs.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just going to keep going. 10 packs and 5 event tickets, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty good, bundle you get for $20.
This is on PC Gamer, by the way.
That's right. It's on PC Gamer. Packs are $2 each, or you can buy single cards from other people on the market. Packs contain 12 cards, at least one of which is rare, which is the highest rarity in the game. You can use the event tickets to enter in events, which can reward you more tickets or packs if you do well. If you run out of event tickets for some reason, event tickets are $4.95 a piece. And people are saying to build a full collection of cards will probably be around $200, and that a competitive deck should cost under $100, possibly closer to $50, more than likely.
So if you want to compare this to other card games, that's really cheap.
Yeah, it is.
Like
really cheap.
Really, it can easily cost you hundreds of dollars to build a competitive card game and mini card games.
You mean a competitive deck in other card games?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Magic can get absolutely absurd. I know. That's the main reason I don't play Magic. I do play Pokemon because it is on the cheaper side, but it's not cheap. Mainly because of certain cards that go in every deck. I think that's more. I don't know actually how Magic is as far as like staples and everything, but basically
it varies from expansion to expansion.
But
I'd say,
yeah, like seems like it's not gonna be bad.
No, not at all. I need to buy this. I need to try it out because I've been looking for another card game because I just fell out of Shadowverse, and that's really it. As far as I couldn't get into Hearthstone. I just couldn't. I tried, and I just can't get back into it. And I know the new set is supposed to be really fun and cool, but I guess it's just not for me.
I just can't. The only card game I've been able to get into really is Pokemon. Like, I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid. I liked it, and then I started playing it again several years ago. I didn't really like it anymore. I've tried Magic. It's too expensive, and I don't like the community. Pokemon it seems like to be a good balance. And I don't even play, it's not like I play that every day, but every time, maybe every other week or once a week or twice a week, I play it, and I really enjoy it. I think the mechanics are really good, and it's not too expensive.
Exactly, and my card game history is, vastly different. I've played too many card games, I'm ashamed to say, but I'm going to tell you real quick. So, started out in Pokemon, then played some Yu-Gi-Oh, then stopped altogether, then got back in with, like, Pokemon and Magic. But actually what really got me back in was Force of Will, which is canceled now, and then I got into Vice Shorts, and then I got back into Pokemon, and then played some Yu-Gi-Oh, and then some Magic, and then dropped both those two off, and then still played Vice Shorts, and got into Netrunner, and then also played Luck and Logic, but also got into some other stuff. But now it's just like, okay, Pokemon, Vice Shorts, and I guess Artifact, and I got really into Shadowverse for a while. But it's just like, I played tons of different card games, and it's just like, sure, why not? Why not try this one out? I've tried all the others out. might as well throw my hat in the ring with this one.
Yeah, I've tried a lot out. I haven't tried out as much as you, but I mean, I tried out Pokemon. I tried out Yu-Gi-Oh. I tried Magic. I tried Gwent. I tried Hearthstone. I tried The Elder Scrolls Online. I tried Shadowverse. I tried there's one it's like DC superheroes or something. I tried that. I tried Vice Wars. I tried
Dragon Ball Fighter.
Dragon Ball Fighter.
Yeah.
No, it's not Dragon Ball Fighter.
Super.
It's Dragon Ball Super, the card game. But I actually put time into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Exactly.
And Pokemon and Dragon Ball, and that's about it.
Yeah. So this looks cool. You know me. I love Valve. It's just if it's Valve, I will try it out. You know, I'll see what it's all about because I love them as a company, and they usually seem to know what they do.
And this is the first game they've released in years.
Exactly. So I'm definitely going to try it out. And if you want to check this out, it's on PC Gamer. And I actually kind of want to go out and try to find this this cover because it looks really cool. I like the cover of this magazine of this.
Yeah, they have some cool covers
of this December issue that has Artifact on it. So I need to check that out.
They definitely have some cool covers. And magazines, aren't exactly flying off the shelves right now. So
that's true. I should be able to find it.
It'd be kind of cool to, I get Game Informer, but I haven't even gotten Game Informer in a while. So that could be cool to have that like on your coffee table or something.
Yeah.
Moving on here though, we got GameSpot has reported some God of War news. God of War director is on a new project. Maybe is that what this is about?
Yeah, it's literally just what I typed in this synopsis right here. That's literally it. That's all it is. So Duncan Jones, the director of the Warcraft movie, met with Corey
Barlow.
Thank you. And people. He was talking to him, and he was just he's like, "Hey, read this script of mine," and he's like, "Okay, sure." And and Duncan said on Twitter, "If you think God of War is his magnus opus, just you wait."
Wait, so is this a movie?
No, I don't think so. The only response Corey had is retweeting that tweet and just putting like the woohoo, like the I don't know why I did that. Like I did the hand gesture with my face, but y'all can't see my face. It's like the whoop. I just slapped my mic like a little child. He did like the shocked emoji like on Twitter, and that's really it. So scroll through his
Mario, the voice. Like,
no.
Woohoo!
So yeah, that's really it. I've seen multiple people cover this, and everyone's kind of had their own thoughts about it. And there's this whole thread on Twitter like, we just want more God of War. Just give us another God of War story. This one was awesome. So who knows? Definitely, I could see him making whatever he wants now, and just because he's good at what he does. So he definitely knows what he's doing, and I'm sure whatever he does next will be a success.
Moving on here, we kind of have almost the opposite of someone moving on to different games, and that is Cliff Bleszinski, co-creator of Gears of War, according to himself and this GameSpot article, will never make another game. So if you don't know, he did co-create Gears of War, then he split and made Balsky Studios, which now shut down. They made that game Lawbreakers, which did not do well. Then he moved on to trying to kind of like ride the wave of
Battle Royale,
and made, from what I can tell, is just a garbage game. Radical Heights, just the most. I understand he had people mouths to feed, I guess, but it looked just horrible from pretty much everyone. He posted something on Facebook. You want to read that? I think you had that pulled up, don't you, Jordan?
Yeah, sure. So he said, so this was posted on November 19th. So as far as I can tell, he deleted his Twitter. But anyway, back to what he put on Facebook. He said, "Hey y'all, I know I don't post much on here, but with recent news that came off of my tweet/statement, thought I'd say some stuff. I really, honestly feel over it, making games. We're in a polarized world in which we yell at each other through the glaze of glowing rectangles when we could be kind to one another in person. We're in a world where it's cooler to watch people play 1 to 3 games than to actually play one yourself. We're in a world where you're measured by the number of likes, subscribers, and impressions you get. impressions you get. We're in a world where expectations for product are so off the charts as marketing budgets, that the game budgets are so crazy that the average consumer can't wrap their head around the cost of making said product. Honestly, I'm not bitter. I recently saw Mark Wren. Mark Wren is what's that word? He works at Epic Games. He's like the CEO or the co-CEO, one of them.
Epic Games is the people who make Gears of War.
And Fortnite.
Yeah.
Last night, I literally saw Mark Ryan last night, had a hug, and caught up, all good, smiley face emoji. In parentheses, my nephew did a Fortnite dance for him, of course, in LOL in parentheses. Games were good to me. However, the thought of doing it again truly does not appeal to me. You haven't seen the 1,000-yard stares that I've gotten from other developer friends who haven't been able to retire when they have a pint and they're done with work. They're in a nonstop dysfunction. No one knows what they're doing, and those who hit it big are just as talented. Those who hit it big are just as talented as they are lucky and have good timing. Most have families, and the instability of the business terrifies them. Hell, it scares me. Not having kids, imagine fearing for your job and being encouraged to work 12-plus hour days, 6 days a week, just to provide for your family. Which is why my number one job now is focusing on friends and family, including my doggy family. Wink face emoji. Love y'all! !
So, it seems like he's retiring.
Yeah, and the comments are like, thanks for everything. I'll always be a big fan. Thank you for Gears of War. Again, the list goes on and stuff. And it's just kind of like, I feel like he's angry.
Oh, yeah. He's angry. He's definitely angry.
I mean, I'd be angry too. You put your money into something and then it doesn't turn out to be the way you want it to be. I mean, the fact that when someone has to say, hey, I'm not feeling this way, it usually means they are feeling this way. So.
Yeah, I am not a big fan of Cliff Bleszinski, I'm going to be honest. I think he's kind of... I don't want to say... He comes across as not the most likable person. Go
ahead.
I was just going to say he made Gears of War, which is good, but then he got... It feels like he got super salty because he made like bad versions of better games. Like he made Radical Heights, which is a bad version of better games and Fortnite and PUBG and stuff, and then he made Lawbreakers, which no one liked because it was like a generic Overwatch, and then he got super mad and was like, y'all don't know what good games are and stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole list of things surrounding this man, and he honestly wasn't even on my radar until I saw this, and then I did a little bit of research on him, and it's just kind of like, okay, I'm sorry that this has happened to you. Good luck in the rest of your life, kind of a thing. Like, it doesn't, I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a fan of his. I just, whatever. It's just, I figured this was cool enough to put in here because, contrast, compare, contrast. But, just make better games. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and I know sometimes games that are good just get swept under the radar, and I don't hate.
That's also true.
I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just saying.
Oh no, not at all.
That I'm not. From what I can tell, from what limited things I've seen about him, he's not. I don't love like his outlook on life, I guess. And
yeah, it is kind of like
he clearly has talent. He clearly has talent.
Exactly.
If he wants to, like, if one day he decides I'm gonna, continue making games, I'm sure someone will snatch him up in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, he made.
Yeah, I will say that.
Franchises.
Yeah, his Facebook post made me like super sad, just because it's just like, man, this sucks. Like he's given up on being a dreamer. But I get it,
He may not want to. He just may not want to anymore. It's understandable.
Yeah, true. So
it's understandable. And one of the reasons he might, people might kind of give up is loot boxes seem to be everywhere, and Belgium does not like that.
Beautiful segue.
Thank you. So the next story. Loot boxes crack down force Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts games out of Belgium. Just a weird thing to say because those are both like single-player oriented games, but these are mobile games apparently. So Square Enix is removing 3 free-to-play mobile games from the country of Belgium, Mobius Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts Union X, and Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. A statement posted in-game from Square Enix cites the present uncertain legal status of loot boxes under Belgian law as a reason for their removal.
Mm-hmm. So what's going to happen is the Final Fantasy will shut down November 30th, and Kingdom Hearts will shut down December 19th, which is kind of insane. The way they look at it is they said, quote, "Mixing games and gambling, especially at a young age, is dangerous for mental health," end quote, says Belgium's Justice Minister Con Greens. So when the changes to the law were first announced, quote, "This is why we must also ensure that children and adults are not confronted with games of chance when they are looking for fun in a video game," end quote. And it's just like, wow, like this is I don't think this is gambling, but man, this is sad.
It's not sad. I don't really care.
Previous articles.
I mean, I'm sure they're just some old games.
Yeah, true. I mean, at least it's not like, AAA titles. But I feel like this is a stretch. Like they're trying to like say, this is gambling. I don't think it's gambling. Like, you might not get what you want.
Well,
so,
I mean, that's the same thing for gambling. I don't usually think loot boxes are gambling either, but
me neither.
It's their country. It's a small country, so it's not really going to affect anybody outside that country. I doubt it will affect anybody outside
that's
that
true.
country.
In America, I can buy loot boxes.
Yeah,
so that's
it's
fine.
Not a huge deal, but it is kind of a step in the direction of there probably needs to be some changes in the loot box. Otherwise, other countries will continue to follow, and then that could affect people's jobs and livelihoods.
Exactly. I think Overwatch loot boxes have already been taken out of Belgium.
They have
already.
I don't know, and I think Overwatch's loot boxes are fine. Completely fine. They don't affect
me
gameplay.
Too.
You can get gold credits through gameplay, and
exactly.
It's not that much for stuff.
Exactly. Now, this kind of ties back to so a friend of mine has a Switch,
mm-hmm.
and Warframe just recently came out for the Switch, and so obviously he knows I do a video game podcast. He didn't know that I love Warframe, and so I just kind of fire hosed him with information. He's like, "Wait, is it pay to play or not pay to play? Sorry, is it pay to win?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I hate that phrase so much." I'm like, "No, Warframe is free. The literal only thing you can get from is skins and stuff. And yes, they look beautiful, but no, we're gonna spend the exact same time grinding, and it's fine. You're not gonna be like, okay, I swiped my credit card, I'm gonna win, right. I'm gonna do better than you." So,
and at the same time, while I disagree, I understand and respect what Belgium is saying.
And I get it, because I also understand, because the other side of that coin, my nephew has charged a whole bunch of stuff to a debit card before from playing a mobile game, where it's like, I want this, and it's like, where'd this $30 come from?
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's I've seen it happen before.
Yep, definitely gonna happen. So keep that in mind. If you're in Belgium and you're listening to our podcast, hey.
Hello. First off, thank you. We appreciate it. And second off,
if you like this game, sorry.
Yeah, sorry if you like
this game.
Maybe
get like a VPN or something and get around it.
I mean, yeah, you can get VPNs for your phone, or you can just, get... Anyway, I'm sure you'll figure out a way. Belgian people are smart.
Okay.
But, go
anything
ahead,
else you want to say on that topic?
Nope. Just, we got some deals. We can save some people some money.
We have here the deals. Ow, I just hit my toe on something. The deals of the week. And it is Cyber Monday / Black Friday here in America.
That's right. Okay, so deals. First, we wanted to do this. We get some video games, some hardware, and some accessories, and then we'll do the outro, and then you'll have a wonderful week of gaming, and it will all be good. Okay, so God of War is $17 at GameStop. Uncharted 4 is $5 at GameStop, and that's the used version. So, sometimes it's good to buy something used. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is $30 on Amazon for the Nintendo Switch. You want to talk about some of this hardware?
Yeah, we got PlayStation VR with Creed Rise to Glory, which is weird, and Super Hot VR bundle for $249 at GameStop. The Xbox One S bundles, including a Minecraft bundle for $200 and a Battlefield 5, I believe, bundle for $230 with a $50 gift card. That's at GameStop. And then accessories, rounding out the list, we have PS4 controllers selling for $40 on Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy. Xbox One controllers for $40 at Amazon, GameStop, and Best Buy. And the Razer Death Adder, which is actually the mouse I have, I like it, for $40, which is normally $7 on Amazon. Obviously, these deals can change. They might be at other locations as well. I think that the PS4 controller might be at Xbox, GameStop as well. I'm not sure. So if you find more deals or something, good for you. But like, we didn't want to list the 40 million deals.
Exactly. So yeah, we hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Please be safe, traveling back to wherever your homes are. Have some wonderful deals on Cyber Monday, and let's get to the outro. As always, our intro and outro music is Back to Business by the Heatley Brothers. We do a topical show, which will be Red Dead Redemption 2
Finally.
on Wednesday. It is, so now that we have separated these two feeds, obviously you can check the show notes of this show, or you can just look at, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in One Up Me, and it will pop up. You can subscribe, so you can always listen to the show. You can tell a friend about us. You can leave an iTunes review, which we would really appreciate. And we're slowly trying to get One Up My News on all the other podcast services.
I just submit. What's the deal with that?
It's on iTunes. It's on Stitcher.
Okay, good.
It is on iTunes. I'm working. It should be about 2 weeks before it's on Spotify. TuneIn, I guess they're still on holiday, and they'll get back to me. But I did submit it to TuneIn, and it is being submitted to Google Play Podcast. But you can look it up in Pocket Cast, which is the podcast app I use, so it is there. But the most important one, in my opinion, it is on iTunes. So that's good. You can reach out to us on social media. We have an Instagram where we, do some promotional stuff there, let you know some news, and we drop little hints of what the episode is going to be about if we don't know at the time of recording the other episodes. So you can follow our Instagram at OneUpMeGaming. We have a Reddit page, which I think is just me in there right now. It's r/OneUpMePodcast. We have a Discord server. You can join there and you can discuss with us. Right now it's just us. If you're on their Patreon, please come join. We're kind of lonely. We have a Twitch that we're going to hopefully get back to streaming on. It's OneUpMeGaming on there. You can reach out to the podcast, One Up Me Podcast, on Twitter. You can use the hashtag PlayOn or the hashtag OneUpMe or the hashtag One Up Me Podcast or the hashtag Ask One Up Me to interact with us on Twitter. You can follow me at Swaylock on Twitter. You can follow Ryan at Ryan Divisions on Twitter. If you want to support us, you can use the Amazon link in the description to do all your Cyber Monday shopping or just general shopping if you need to buy, paper towels, Keurig cups, whatever people buy on Amazon nowadays. Just use our link and we get a little kickback. Or if you want to do, support us even more than that, you can become a patron. You can get listen to the shows early. You get, there's a $1 tier and a $2 tier. If you do the $1 tier, you get the news early, and if you do the $2 tier, you get the topical show and the news early, and both tiers get you access to a special Patreon-only chat with us on our Discord. But our Discord is also open to the whole public.
We also are doing a Patreon-exclusive episode, mind you, on Toonami and how it has affected us, our childhoods, and our adulthoods. We are super excited to bring that to you, and we have got to get on that because the month is coming to a close.
That's right. I honestly forgot about that until right now. You could email the show, questions, topics, comments, concerns, whatever you want, as long as it's safe for work. At oneupmepodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to go to our website, which is the hub for everything One Up Me, you can go to oneupmegaming.com. And that's really it. We appreciate you listening to us. We are grateful that we were able to split these two shows up to two separate feeds and let them be their own entities. That was an awesome success for us. And we got some cool stuff planned for 2019. But we'll keep that hush-hush until 2019. So, as always,
Red Dead Redemption coming Wednesday.